What's up, everybody, and welcome back to your favorite podcast in the world. It's the Anything Better podcast with your host, Paul Virzi, Bill Burr, producer, Andrew Themlis. And you guys are listening to episode 46. It's a weird number. I can't think of a 46 in my head right now if I tried to, but we're going to go to the man who...
I went right off the bat. Chuck Muncie.
The man with the answers.
New Orleans Saint and San Diego Charger that went over there and solidified Air Coryell and gave him a running game. Rest his soul. The great Chuck Muncie.
Rest his soul.
Black frame glasses.
All right. Who else?
Let me see. That 46 sounds like a great pitcher. MLB best 46. Why don't we do this before?
I love that. I got one right out of the gate. All right, who's after that? Hold on, let me search.
Dude, that's tough, though. That's tough. No, 46? Who knows a 46?
Oh, wait a minute. Andy Pettit? Is Andy Pettit 46?
Lee Smith.
No.
That's a good one. Lee Smith.
Andy Pettit's got to be 46.
Andy Pettit. That's right.
I'm almost positive. Is he?
Yes.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Andy Pettit.
Yeah.
46.
Yeah, Andy Pettit, right?
Andy Pettit, man, 46.
Yep,
I knew
Pettit.
it.
Yeah, the Pats are cheaters. All right, go ahead. Yep.
Hey,
he only did steroids because he loved baseball so much. Okay. Yep.
When did I call the Pats cheaters?
When all you fucking New York assholes do that. I remember one time I was in New York and the front cover, on the front, or what was it? The back of, somehow it was flipped. On the back of the Post, they were calling the Patriots cheaters. And on the front of the Post, they were congratulating A-Rod for his 600th home run. Same fucking issue, Paul.
Yeah.
The irony completely lost on every sports fan in New York.
No, that is ridiculous. But I've never that we don't even have to get into that because you know how I feel about that. Kid had a target on his back, always does. And
right, let's go.
What can you do? You can
do steroids, Paul. They should be fucking legal.
You said let's go, like we're about to get into. Let's go. How you doing this week, Bill?
You know what? My wife went to a bunch of kids' birthday parties because she's a great mom and she caught a cold. She brought it home and she gave it to me just in time before I go to Indianapolis.
Oh, man.
Yep.
God, yeah, that's the worst, dude.
But I'm fighting it off. I'm dumb. It took a fucking steam. I, ate some of them fucking lotions. I just went to bed. I took a couple of CBD things.
What's a lozenge? Like a throat lozenger?
What do you know? What do you call it? We can call those squishy things. So then I like the fucking vitamins.
Oh.
What do you call those things? Gummies.
Oh, okay.
I took like a couple of echinacea gummies or some shit. It's a cold. It's going to be here. What you really need to do is just go to sleep.
Yeah.
That's what you need to do.
A lot of fluids, a lot of rest, a lot of sleep, right?
Yeah. But no matter what, your next 3 days are going to suck. That's essentially it. So yesterday it came on. Today's day one. So by Saturday, I should be all right.
Okay.
Well, but, I got to get on a fucking plane tomorrow. Gonna be that guy. So I brought all this Ricola so I won't be coughing or anything,
Ricola. Yo, I gotta tell you guys something. First of all, I want to thank all of the Anything Better fans. I was talking to Andrew about this. He saw it too. The amount of fans, literally in the thousands, who reached out talking about my son Lucas making the team when we talked about it on the show. Can't thank you guys enough. He found out. I was just like, man, a lot of people are saying, and he was like, really? And it meant a lot to him too, but he went through like a crazy thing with it. He made the team. And now he's like, I found something out. And I'm going to just say this because it was really a moment. It was a moment that really was special to me. And I like to share it here. Me and Bill always talk about our kids on here, sometimes being a dad. So, and I know that people like it. My little girl, who was never really big at basketball. She's a soccer and she likes ice hockey. She has her first basketball game. She's nervous as all hell. Waking up in the morning, she's pacing. I hope I do good. She's eating breakfast all nervous. I go, sweetie, you're going to be fine. You'll be fine. It's like first time she's ever playing in like an organized school game, right? So me, I talk shit. I'm like, you know who you are. I start saying all kinds. I start going too heavy on a little kid. You know who you are, right? Anyway, long story short, the game is like 12-4. My daughter has 8 points. They go, can we take her out? She just got the ball, ran to the hole, and kept scoring. She just knew. She knew what to do. She also had 7 shots that hit the rim and went in and out. I mean, she could have dropped 20. Anyway, she's glowing.
She was on fire.
Dude, she was on fire. And the other coach goes, hey, Virzi. And he like knows I'm a comic. He gets a kick out of it. He goes, Virzi, we want her tested. She needs to be tested, all that shit, right? So the coach comes up to me and he goes, man, she's her confidence. And I was like, man, it's so great. And she gets the game ball. They have this little pink game ball. They give it to her. She's psyched. They go, get a Sharpie, write down your name and the date. And then the next week, another girl gets it, same thing. Coach comes up to me and goes, our coach for Sophia, he goes, so I heard Lucas made the modified team. And I go, yeah. And he goes, yeah. He goes, well, I go, yeah, man. He struggled with making it, wanting to make it. He goes, well, there wasn't ever a question. And I go, what? He goes, I talked to some people. He goes, they looked at his first couple of tryouts. They go, this kid's skill set's unbelievable. He was never not going to make the team. And I was just like, so I come home. Sophie's got the game ball. Lucas is happy for her. And then I go, and they said something about you, buddy. And dude, both of my kids. So we just had this like Saturday fucking basketball Virzi family thing.
Did your wife come home wearing the turnover chain?
Oh, but actually Stacy started talking some shit. My wife goes, oh, my basketball family. And she was just like slapping them 5 and stuff. And we got really a kick out of it. But the point of this is I want to thank the listeners who were like, oh, I'm so happy for your son. Because it's really awesome to see. But Bill, I got to tell you something, man. It is when your little boy or your little girl plays something, you're going to be the guy acting like it's cool at first. You'll be sitting there. Yeah, it's great.
No, I won't.
Then dude, it's nuts. When that moment comes, dude, it is.
I don't care success or failure. What I care about is trying.
Right.
Go down swinging. That's it. I got one for you. I was driving my daughter to school today. She goes, Dad. I go, what? She goes, sometimes leopards like to climb trees and be alone. And I'm like, it's leopards, buddy. She keeps calling them lepers. She's like, I like to say lepers. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, well, they like to leave lepers alone. That's so funny, man.
So just picturing this guy with leprosy, like, nobody likes me, and just climbing up a tree and being there all sad.
So dude, we got an email, and Stacy goes, the lady running the rec league at the school wants to know if you'd volunteer. Just as the 7th and 8th grade boys play a pickup game, they need a guy to organize who's going to sub. You're not coaching, but can you just go and like organize when to sub the boys in and out? Now it's Saturday. I'm home and free. I can't say no. So I go, yeah. So I go, wait a minute. What do I got to do?
You got to get a brown fucking sport coat.
No, dude. Yeah, dude.
A fucking clipboard.
So I show up there, and it's a full court game. They have officials. And they go, yeah, no, Paul, just deal with that team. But you don't have to coach. Just when it's time to sub, just say sub. So it starts out where me and the other guy doing it for the other team are together. Second half, I'm on my side. He's on his side. Get over here. I go, get over here. I call the team over. I go, this kid Frankie keeps beating you kids. I swear to God, struggle. This kid Frankie keeps beating you kids to the hole. I go, you got to stop that kid and get back on defense. You're going to win the game, dude. And I turned into him yelling at his team, and I turned into a full-fledged coach. And I got to tell you something. It was the greatest feeling. I go, you guys got this. Just get back on defense. This kid, just take this kid out. Dude, it was, but then you want to win. And I was like, I don't know if I could do it. I remember our high school basketball coach going, you lose sleep as a coach. He was a keyboard teacher, the teacher in the keyboard class, whatever. And he goes,
or computers.
It was like keyboard. It was like learning the keyboard on computers. That's how old, that's how long ago. Like it was, dude, I was like
a keypad.
Yeah. Like I was saying keyboards.
I'm picturing John Bon Jovi.
So yeah, And
Johnny used to work on the dock. That was great. He used to teach us top 40 hits, man. It was a child-led school.
No, so dude, he said when you're a coach of even high school, you don't sleep. You don't sleep. You're completely. It's what the community's talking about. The community wants to win. Parents are asking you questions. You're going in. He's like, you don't fucking sleep. And it's like, I don't know if I'd want it, as cool as it is to like win with kids, to have that parents going.
Oh no. It's thankless because everybody thinks their kid's a fucking star. I'll tell you a great win I saw last night. I caught the end of Memphis playing Alabama. And Memphis had lost like 3 or 4 in a row. Penny Hardaway's their coach.
Yes.
And just watching him being a coach, because he still looks like the same guy who played on Orlando and on the Suns. But like, it was just cool watching him being out to be like, hey, yelling at everybody. Look at Penny, all fucking grown up. I watched Georgetown and Syracuse, and I'm watching Patrick Ewing being a coach. It was kind of like a really cool thing where I was like, man, I remember watching these guys when they were kids. I mean, Penny, I think I'm older than him, but Ewing's a couple of years older than me. But I remember, watching them when they were like, just kids in the NBA or in college, and now they're like fucking coaches teaching these young guys how to be men and stuff. Dude, Memphis was a fun team to watch, man.
It's weird growing up and getting older and seeing that, because I saw an interview of Steph Curry when he just got into the league, and Reggie Miller was interviewing him, and he goes, are you going to catch Ray Allen? And he goes, that's almost 3,000. It's almost 3,000 threes. And he goes, that's good. And then last night at Madison Square Garden, my older brother happened to be there by chance. And the tickets went up in price overnight, the night before, up to like $900 to get in the building. He only had to hit 2 threes. Of course, he does it in the first quarter. Garden stands up for him. Of course, the Garden is happy for everybody else. It's like those faces are never for us. It's always other people's moment. It's the Mecca. Come to the Mecca for your success. That's what the fucking Garden should say. Come to the Mecca for your success. Come and achieve here. Come and achieve here. Not us. But it was.
But the other side of it, Paul, is that you guys are still called the fucking Mecca, while, the Celtics and Lakers are sitting on 17 championships each, and we just play at the Staples Center and the Fleet Center. You guys play at the Mecca.
Yeah, well, people
come from all around to gather.
The Lakers don't have 17 championships.
Well, I mean,
the Minnesota Lakers have a few of them. Okay,
the Minneapolis Lakers have 4 NBA titles and a BAA title that for some reason they're allowed to call it. They somehow won an NBA title before the NBA existed, and they had a mobbed up ref. Yeah, the Lakers are sitting on 6 that are bullshit. But that's what LA is, dude. You pad your resume. Everybody's a director. Everybody's a producer. Everybody's got 17 fucking rings.
I'm not trying to shit on Los Angeles sports fans here. But here's the deal. You can't be an organization in Wyoming and then pick up one day and go to Florida and take what you did in Wyoming to Florida. It doesn't work that way as far as I'm concerned.
To Minneapolis. It does. Because if the Lakers move to Vegas and then they win the next year, would Laker fans listen to Vegas fans going, oh, we got 18 bitches?
Right.
You got one.
I agree with that. But it was cool to see Ray Allen there. It was cool to see Reggie there. They all came out, gave jerseys, hugging him. His mom and dad there. He ran up to his mom. I love how
there was the moment,
awesome.
And then Spike Lee still had to get in there. It's like, Spike, this isn't your fucking moment. Get the fuck out of the frame.
And why is Spike Lee? And then he got on his knees with a camera like he's a photographer all of a sudden. It annoyed me too.
Yeah, with that same stupid look, like he's doing something goofy. It's like, no, dude, we get it. You go to every game. We get it.
Paul, that's funny because you said Spike Lee like he's a photographer or something. He is an acclaimed director who has held a camera.
He does work with motion pictures.
He has worked with Denzel and done some pretty, revolutionary stuff.
I know, but dude, that wasn't his fucking moment.
I agree with Paul, though.
He comes out there dressed like like a court jester.
I agree.
Yeah. I know. It's all, all orange suit on it. I
feel like he puts on a Velcro suit and then runs through like the gift shop before every fucking game. Look at me. I'm the crazy fan. Look at all the stuff I bought.
Yeah.
He always tries to insert himself into the game. Like trying to, back in the day, get it going with fucking Reggie Miller and all that. Like, I'm telling you. I think he wants to act.
I mean, he could put himself in his own movies. He has.
He has. That's what I'm saying, but that's not enough, right? Dude, what is it? I hate when celebrities fucking can't just go to a fucking game and it's got to be about them too. It just drives me up the wall. It's like, this isn't your arena. Just shut up. I hate when they go to the fucking, with the UFC, and anytime they cut to an actor, the actor sits there going, starts doing that with their...
Yeah.
It's like, why are you doing that? You should be holding up a script.
That's why Michael J. Fox is the shit. Michael J. Fox is the shit. Michael J. Fox loves going to Knick games. He sits there, he's chilling. Like, you see him like clapping, he's into it. But even when the camera comes on him, he's like, you know, and he looks great. He looks great. And I got to tell you something.
Say what you want about his dating life, but Woody Allen was the same way. Woody Allen wasn't fucking going there trying to get on the court.
Well, he
was players and shit.
He had a fucking 12-year-old sitting next to him.
He was distracted.
But anyway.
Hey, that's his wife. You watch what you say.
Yeah, I wouldn't want the camera near me either if I was Woody. Anyways, it's Roman, everybody. It's Roman. When the moment for intimacy arrives, you need to be ready. You need to be Roman ready. Whether you've been in a relationship for years or just getting started, having the confidence that comes from preparation means you're free to enjoy the moment when the moment comes. Even though you are far from ordinary, the truth is ED is really common. In fact, 52% of guys age 40 to 70 experience some form of erectile dysfunction. It's a sad but
There's a lot of guys out there, Paul, waiting for a bus that never comes.
It's got to be a tough situation. It's got to be a tough situation. But don't worry.
It's a tough situation. We've all been there, Paul. You know, we all guess fastball and we get way out in front of a changeup. It happens.
I have
laying there, just not even interested.
If you get a couple of whiskeys in you, he goes on vacation. All right. So anyway, if I get a couple of whiskey, he's done. But don't worry about it because there's somebody to the rescue. And you know who's to the rescue, everybody?
And 8 ball of cocaine will wake that baby up. No. Get Roman.
Right. Get Roman. Okay. GetRoman.com/better. Now, to speak to a U.S. licensed healthcare professional about erectile dysfunction and get $15 off your first month of treatment. ED is a lot more common, guys, than people think. In fact, 52% of men between ages of 40 and 70 experience some sort of erectile dysfunction. The benefits of ED treatment can help you reconnect with your partner and rediscover the joy of sex. Hey, man, you know what?
70 years old, Paul. Remember that guy, was it Chris Gatlin? Played like on every team. He had every color headband. 70 years old. If you're still in there banging away, you have every color silk pajama.
Oh, God.
Ladies.
That's great, though. Imagine rediscovering sex at 70 and you're just back. It'd be fucking epic. And that's what Roman's doing.
Called up into the big leagues again.
Roman's system is completely confidential and totally discreet. No big logos or label on packages. That will always be funny. Because which company would do that? That just does this?
Picture of a dick with
an X through it,
with a sad look on its face. Just a
before and after. One is just sinking, and the other one is just a rager.
That's
okay, right. A U.S. licensed healthcare professional will work with you to find the best treatment plan. If medication is appropriate, it ships to you for free with 2-day shipping. The whole process is straightforward, so he will be too. Sorry.
No. It's too easy, Paul. It's too easy.
Yeah. The whole process is straightforward, confident, and discreet. Getting started is simple. Just go to GetRoman.com/better and complete the online visit. Take care of your ED without leaving the home. Complete an online visit today to connect with a U.S. licensed healthcare professional and take care of it. That's
right. Take your dick out and put it in the jar.
Come
out a new man.
GetRoman.com/better today. And if you're prescribed, Get $15 off your first month of ED treatment. Make sure you're ready to have confidence and control this fall. Roman, ready.
That's right. That's right. It's the fountain of youth for your cock. All right. Hey, Manscaped. Hey, fellas. This episode of Anything Better is brought to you by our favorite producers of ball trimmers, Manscaped. All right, the global leaders in below-the-waist grooming are leaving 2021 with a new product. Clean yourself into the new year with their Ultra Premium Body Wash. Also, special offer alert. Use the code BETTER, B-E-T-T-E-R, for 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com. 4 million men already truly trust Manscaped. Time to join them. 2022 is on the way. And the last thing you want to be is the guy with the pubes getting in the way of making this the best year of your life. 2021 sucked, and that's why Manscaped is making a splash and upping your grooming game. Their signature lawnmower 4.0 is here to take down every pube in its path. Like that Derrick Henry running people over. Manscaped engineered the ultimate groin and body trimmer by focusing on the intelligent functionality and the incredibly comfortable grooming experience. Their 4th generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin safe. You won't cut your ball back. Advanced skin safe technology. It's even waterproof. Let's talk about being clean, feeling and smelling good. Ladies love that. They don't want you coming out there smelling like you just changed a tire. The new Ultra Premium Body Wash from Manscaped solves all three for the perfect addition to your daily grooming routine. But in the shower, I shower every day. I hope you do too, you stinky bastard. This body wash is infused with aloe vera, whatever that is, and sea salt to keep your skin feeling clean and nice and moisturized. With Manscaped, you'll be a brand new man and ready to kick all the gross hairs and smells out with 2021. Use the code BETTER, B-E-T-T-E-R, for 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com. I'm all in on confidence and smelling good this new year. Join me with Manscaped. Get 20% off and free shipping with code BETTER at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com, and use the code BETTER.
And it'll make your cock look bigger.
To your balls. That's right. It'll add an extra half an inch.
Speaking of UFC, holy shit, I ordered that fight. I had one buddy over, Lucas's best friend's dad, who I'm really cool with. He's a cop. He's a shit. We order the fight, and Nunez comes out, and they're like, the GOAT, the lioness, blah, blah, blah. And this other chick, Juliana Pena, is going, I'm the matchup for her. I'm telling you, everyone's calling her crazy. They're calling her delusional. She goes in there, dude, and Nunez, something was up. She was like smiling in a weird way. You know when somebody, and then she was like in her corner between, and she's going like this. And I'm going, something's off, dude. And the other chick just kept coming and it beat her and kept jabbing her, got her down, submitted her. It was unbelievable, man. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, I gotta see. That happens, dude. I think it's just fucking hard to keep that edge. You know, I remember that happened to Conor McGregor. He got choked out, then he came back, had a different strategy. Damn near broke his fucking leg that first time. I wonder if that had to do with his leg snapping years later, because I remember when he came back against, I'm the worst. I can't remember anybody's name. Nate Diaz.
Yeah.
I fucking love those guys.
Well, dude, let me ask you a question.
And he just kept kicking him with the same leg. And I remember thinking, like, how the fuck can that guy just do that? Shin against shin that many times. And they showed him after the fight, he was already limping out. And I don't, was that the same leg when he went to Planet and snapped? I don't know.
I didn't even think about that. And that's a good point. And that's my question. Like, if you snap your ankle in half, if your leg breaks like that, and then it heals, that part still has to be weak later, right?
No,
like
I actually say that it's stronger, which is weird. They say it becomes strong, but he didn't break it then. So I don't know if he made it. I mean, I just remember just watching it the amount of times. I couldn't believe Nate was still standing, and I couldn't believe he was still standing.
Yeah, no.
You kicked in his shin once, you just go down.
Yeah. You didn't watch any of this card?
That is, for regular people, that's a liver punch. For pro fighters, they have to get punched in their liver.
Speaking of liver, dude, Dustin Poirier was hitting the champ hard in the face, and then Charles, was it Oliva or whatever. He came up and he gave a knee right in the liver, and you saw Dustin have to stop, and he's kind of looking around. And dude, this guy was like a snake until he ultimately got on his back, climbed on his back, wrapped his legs around his waist, and got him on what they call the naked choke. And he ended up getting him. It was a crazy fight, but the champ ended up winning because of liver shots with his knees. And it was nuts, man. Like, I got to tell you, I was wrong. I've said that. Remember, I used to joke, these guys are barefoot. It's gross. It's one of my favorite things to watch ever.
And they're always like competitive fights. I can't believe I missed that.
No, it was a great one.
I mean, I love seeing somebody. I have that weird thing where I love seeing the underdog win, but I hate seeing the champ just being off. You know?
She said something which was weird too. When she was done, she said, like, I checked out. She said something weird, and then some of her like peers were like, did she kind of quit? Because the choke wasn't fully in when she tapped, but she knew she was done. And Rogan was saying too, Rogan and Cormier and all the guys they were like, dude, she was so gassed. The only knock on her was if you get her like past 2.5 rounds to 3 rounds, she gets really tired because she usually is a first or second round finisher. And this chick just kept coming and coming and coming at her. And you could tell, dude, in her face, she just was like, the way she was breathing, she was gassed. She was tired.
It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Like, I feel like when you've never lost or whatever, like everybody is just sitting there. And then like the way the fans treat you afterwards. Like, yeah. I think I always talk about this. Roy Jones Jr.'s losses, the highlights of his losses, have way more hits than all of his wins. He's one of the greatest of all time. And it's just, I get it, you know, people hating on people. I don't understand, like, not respecting fighters. Like when they see somebody get knocked out, they're like, oh shit, he fucking blah 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 blah. And it's like, what would you have done?
Right.
Yeah, you would have died if you took that shot.
The only time I don't like it is when a guy like that. Remember that Prince Nassim Hamed?
Like he's having a fucking cold.
Prince Nassim Hamed would do like a backflip in the ring. And he would like say shit about it. Like, I mean, I don't like when guys like talk about the other guy's wife. Like, yeah, she'll be at my house tonight. And then like I love watching that guy get knocked out.
Like,
yeah, but like
Lane.
He's selling the fight. Your wife sent my DMs. I mean, that's one of the fucking, I mean, you're sitting there with a busted leg and you come up with that shit. Just as a comedian, I had to be like, all right, this guy's doing some great crowd work here.
like Clubber Lane. Like, hey, woman, why don't you come home with a real man today?
Yeah. Clubber Lang. That's a great.
I never understood going like that hard because it's like there's like, dude, that's how good they are because they actually know that if somebody gets mad, they're just going to be just that little extra more wilder, and that's all they need is that split second where they'll be able to slip it and just fucking hit you with some. It's amazing to me.
Yeah. When I watch a UFC fighter and I think I know who's going to win. And when they do win, they're always breathing better. They're calmer. Like the guy's just standing there, like you could see him breathing and he's just waiting. And then the other guy's like, every time there's one guy like this, and then there's another guy like just kind of, and you're like, oh, it's over.
Yeah. That's what I was talking to you about when I was saying like great goal scores. When you go to a hockey game, you watch the guy with 50 goals this season. He's just sort of gliding around in the offensive zone. Everybody else is fucking, looks like they were all over the place. And all of a sudden he just sees something, turns on the afterburners. The next thing you know, the puck's in the back of the net. I just feel like all of those great ones, they're just fucking, they're relaxed. Paul, if you sit ringside, anything's better. Paul Virzi, and they sit ringside. What are you going to do when the camera cuts to you?
If I'm at a Knick game?
No. If you had a UFC game, do you do the stupid performer thing where you start to act like you're shadow boxing, like you're going up next?
No, I do this. I do a nice little smile and a little bit like this. You know, if I'm drunk, I might do a little like, you know, do a little peace sign, something like that. But I would never go like, no, dude, that's not me.
Are you wearing sunglasses?
No. I would give a nice dude.
Cut to me ringside, Paul. I'm gonna look at the camera and be like, I'm afraid.
Yeah, that's great.
These people are scary.
Oh my God. Another sport. I know this is really kind of a sports heavy top of the show. Guys, I'm gonna make an announcement. I'm gonna make an announcement on anything better. And I never thought I would be saying this, but where else to say it? I'm making an announcement right now. Bill's, I don't know why, Bill, you're holding your, don't worry. I'm gonna just.
No, because I just thought of the most fucked up, stupid thing ever.
Oh, okay. That was your mind going. I am now a soccer fan. And here's why. Here's why. I go to my mother-in-law's for her birthday dinner in December 11th. I go for a dinner, and I'm going, are you guys watching the Army-Navy game? And my son goes, no, we're watching the New York football team play Portland for the MLS Cup, for the Cup. And I'm going, oh, that's the New York City team. Oh, my buddy likes that team, and we're watching it. And I'm really kind of not into it anymore. And the New York football team is up by 1. And all of a sudden, there's a minute left, and everything starts getting rowdy. And they're in Portland, and the Portland fans are going nuts. And Portland's got 30 seconds to score to tie this thing, or New York football team gets the cup. And Portland scores, and the place goes fucking ape shit. And then this is where I became a fan. Portland starts looking at the New York fans and looking at the New York Football Club, and they're going, I literally saw these guys, they're going, take that, you fucking pieces of shit. Take that, you pieces of shit. And then it goes to 2 15-minute overtimes, and I am locked. And all I want is that place to file out like a funeral. All I want is that place to, Bill, you know how I get. And I want nothing more. And I'm watching it 0-0 after the first 15. I mean, 1-1 still. Then halftime, then the next 15, and then it goes to a shootout. And, dude, this was the dopest shit I've seen in soccer. The goalie for Portland was like looking at the clock and looking around. And this dude, Sean Johnson, this big dude for the U.S., he had this, as a matter of fact, like, let's go to work. He stops the first 2 penalty kicks, Bill. With one hand, he knocks one out. But when he did the second one in a row, and we ended up getting goals, and now we're like 1 away. And the fucking guy for Portland, he looked like he was British or whatever. He went the wrong way. We score, we win. And that place was fucking devastated. And you just see a pack of New York Football Club fans crying, going nuts. And all of those people, they're giving fingers to them. It was incredible. And I was like, soccer's incredible. So congratulations. And they had a parade in New York City last, I guess yesterday or 2 days ago. So congratulations to the New York Football Club. Was it a decent turnout? It was huge. It was huge.
That's awesome.
It was huge, dude. It was a ticker tape parade, and you know what? Pretty cool colors. Their colors are like the Carolina powder blue. So I'm going to take – and Lucas is getting into soccer. So you know what? When I saw that Portland guy go, take that, you fucking pieces of shit, over. Done. It's like I'm in. That's it. So –
wow. I thought Portland was a hippie town. That's nice.
I'll tell you. Yeah, but you know what? It didn't feel like Portland, dude. It felt like England. It felt
like the rest of Oregon.
It felt like England like when you watch those World Cup games, I mean those MLS games, you feel like it's just Europe and America, to be honest. Let's be honest. It's a European sport, man.
What is it?
Soccer.
No, it's a world sport, dude.
I know. That's what I mean. It's not a US sport, is what I should say. Yeah. It's just for some reason it didn't take here.
I like South American fans. Both at soccer and at AC/DC con. We already talked about this. They're fucking incredible fans. Incredible fans. Oh, Paul, this fucking cold is just taking over my head.
By the way, speaking of your head, I got sick and tired this week of everybody sending me, because you're my podcast co-host, the picture of the guy on the Texans who looked exactly like you.
Just out of curiosity, like, that joke was done like 3 months ago. Why all of a sudden now? Dude, I had like fucking 20 of my friends send, did you see this? I'm like, yeah, in like September. First time he took his helmet off.
Show your Paul, show your co-host this. I'm like, guys, he's a bald Irish kid. There's a lot. You could find that guy. There's a lot of guys.
That guy looked just like me.
He did look like you. I'm
a little more jacked than he is, but nothing. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
He was like a little weirder looking. Like you're a better looking kid than that kid.
So, well, Jesus, if he's a little weird looking, that's all I get?
No, I'm saying you're a better looking guy than that guy. That's
a little weird looking guy?
You know what I mean? That guy's real.
Not a compliment, Paul.
Touche.
Hey, fair enough. Hey, agree to disagree.
Andrew, you should name this episode Touche, or agree to disagree.
Agree to disagree. 6 of one, half dozen of the other.
Is there anything better than being home in December? You got a fire on. You're either holding whatever beverage you like. You know, you got slippers on, your feet are up on a recliner, and you're watching a sporting event that's epic. I mean, what is better than that?
Nothing.
Her head going like, no, I'm kidding. That's the only thing that would top it. There's the only thing
little Santa hat on. You fucking yanking it up and down. Like the old days, Paul.
You're like this watching the UFC fight. Fucking
spilling eggnog on her head like a slob.
That was toxic. That was toxic, and you combined it with the holidays.
Yeah. No, dude. Yeah,
I got all my shit done. All my shit's wrapped. Everything's ready to fucking go. I'm going on the road here. Yeah. Paulie, we got that thing. Paul.
What thing?
We got that thing. That thing out in Jersey next week.
The first thing or the second thing? What thing?
You know that thing.
Oh, all right.
Coming to town. Ba-ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba. You don't remember, do you?
No.
You don't know why?
Oh, my God.
You, man.
Beverly Hills Cop. I knew it before you even said it.
What movie was that?
Beverly Hills Cop. He goes, you never, every time you got caught, he goes, you never.
Oh, that's right. That's who I knew. All of a sudden, I was like, you don't know why? I was like, wait, what monologue is that?
He goes, you don't know why, man? He goes, no, you never ratted me out. You never say, he goes, you don't know why? He goes, I love you, man. He put his arm around there. Then your boy put 2 in the back of his head.
Yes, he did.
What's his name? Jonathan? No, rest his soul.
Jonathan Banks.
Yeah.
Hey, Mikey. What'd you get lost?
Because if you ever do, he goes, ever. Okay. And then he just punched him in the stomach. Oh, that's one of my favorite movies. Oh, that's Andrew Themlis's. Andrew Themlis is all-time favorite. The kid was trying to write the next one. Yeah. That's why Andrew Themlis resigned. Just so everybody knows, Andrew Themlis resigned.
There was a whole box of those things. I only took a couple.
I didn't think anybody was going to miss them.
I was going to give them back. I was going to bring them back.
I didn't think anybody was going to miss them.
Get lost?
That's a good one. Themlis is
I immediately became a fan of Jonathan Banks. I got to tell that to him back when we did Breaking Bad. I said, my whole family loves you. I said, I brought up that whole thing. He goes, oh, you remember that? I said, yeah, I remember that whole fucking thing. I also remember that Richard Pryor looking guy double for Eddie Murphy when they throw you over the table and you come up with the frosting on your nose.
Yeah. They froze that. It was actually when they froze it and you saw the double, it was bad luck, man.
Oh, dude, he looked more like, I don't even know who. He looked more like Ahmad Rashad than he looked like fucking Eddie Murphy.
He looked like Keenan Ivory Wayans with a mustache. Like it was like ridiculous.
Yeah, it wasn't even close. Well, Keenan's got the bald head.
No, I meant old Keenan. Old Keenan.
Oh, old Keenan.
By the way, dude, and that's why Andrew Themlis resides in Beverly Hills because of that movie. But anyway,
not entirely true, Paul, but I appreciate you putting that out there.
He's a trust fund kid, you know? He didn't ask. He can't pick your parents. It's not his fault that he was born into that, you know?
If you guys see the compound that Andrew Themlis lives in Beverly Hills, you wouldn't fucking believe it.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off is, you know, the kid with the Red Wings kicks the Ferrari to the backyard. Yeah, that's based off of Andrew.
I have destroyed many of my shitty dad's cars. Many.
I want to say this, Bill. I think you'd agree. Keenan Ivory
actually think I live in Beverly Hills thanks to Paul. People actually think I live in Beverly Hills.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Beverly Hills
right over the line.
Fake it till you make it, like the Lakers. We got 17 championships.
Keenan Ivory Wayans is an all-time comedy. I'm going to do what that guy's done with In Living Color, the spoof movies on Scary Movie, Don't Be a Menace to South Central, all these movies, White Chicks, all of these movies that he has he produced, he funded. Dude, I'm gonna get you, sucker. All of these movies that guy is a fucking absolute monster, man. He's an absolute monster. I'll tell you why
he's an absolute monster, because not only did he get him made, he actually got paid.
He got rich. Yeah. He got paid and got him made.
That's the hard. I mean, the first hardest thing is getting it made. Then the second hardest part is actually making any money.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude! Don't Be a Menace to South Central.
Tell you, it's difficult, okay?
Dude, he spoofed Boys in the Hood, Juice, all of those movies, and made this hysterical story, and it worked. We were crying when I was in high school. We were crying like when the kid smoked weed, and then he starts convulsing, and foam's coming out of his mouth, and then he dies, and I go, "Yo, pass that shit." It was just, dude. It was the best, man. He was the best.
I know.
Did you ever meet Keenan Ivory Wayans, Bill?
No. I want to say I had a meeting with him one time, and they were late, and I was tired, and he came walking out, and right as he walked out, he looked out at me, and I was yawning. And then they just rescheduled it, and I never went back again. And I always thought, like, oh, man, that was my moment. He was like, this kid doesn't have any hunger.
Oh, my God. That was... That just reminded me.
Like 20 years ago.
Oh, that was like...
I still remember that. They had an office right near the farmer's market on fucking Fairfax and Melrose.
Oh, that was...
Right as he walked out.
Yeah, that was such a downer story. It just reminded me of our Roman read. Just a limp...
Well, in my defense, I was out there for like 45 minutes. I felt like I was at the fucking dentist. Time I get in there, I'll have 3 cavities. Hey, I'm telling you, I've been out here for a while, okay?
Oh. I gotta do some stuff with my kids' sports, but I'm having a good time being off. Throat's cleared up. I took some stuff. Like, no, I'm feeling good, man. I shouldn't say that. I know you're sick, so I'm not trying to. But
it's what you do, Paul.
What
am I, a fucking chick? You got to act like you're not feeling good because I don't feel good. You got to bring your emotions down to me. Enjoy your day. I would never do that to you.
Oh, my throat's feeling good. No cold. I'm breathing good. How you doing, Sniffles?
I know. You on your way to Indianapolis to go do your shit jokes 5 times? Hey,
why are you going to Indianapolis, Bill?
Oh, God, that fucking drunk. My wife woke me up 2 days in a row. I'm asleep. She just wakes up and goes, what time
we talking? What time we talking?
Like before I wake up. 7 something.
Oof. Okay. It's tough.
Okay. The first day, she goes, what are you doing today? I just fucking wait. What? I don't know. I got to... The next day, what are you doing today? So-and-so just said they can't babysit, blah, blah, blah. It's got in this whole fucking thing. And I was just like, do you realize I was sleeping?
You said that?
Yeah, I was sleeping. She goes, oh, I'm sorry. Well, so-and-so can't come over and babysit, blah, blah, blah. I was sleeping.
Yeah.
The house isn't on fire. Our daughter's going to school. She's not even going to be here. And our kid takes a fucking nap at noon. Like,
the house isn't on fire.
Like, what are we doing? I'm fucking sleeping.
Dude,
to start talking to somebody while they're still sleeping. I mean,
my wife hovers. My wife hovers. I'm doing it in a special. My wife hovers and goes, it's nice out. You want to go? Hovers. I said it's like a vulture around a carcass. Just fucking, it's a nice day. And I start doing it. It's a nice day. Let's not waste a day. You want to go to brunch? I'm fucking, my wife is a 7:15, 7:30 wake up. I need 9:30, 10 o'clock.
And you know what? In a perfect world, you could just say we should have separate bedrooms.
Oh, I know a guy that does that.
This is the thing, dude. How much that would help your relationship?
I know a guy that does that. I went to his house, his wife and him, they have 2 daughters, happily married. And he goes, yeah, that's my room. And I go, what? I go, is everything all right? He goes, no, dude. He goes, I snore. He goes, our relationship's fantastic. He goes, I just sleep in here. She sleeps there.
That's perfect.
What?
Rich Voss. He talks about that on Jim and Sam. They were talking about that a few weeks ago.
Oh, does he?
He's got a separate bedroom too. Yeah.
There's a level of maturity.
Yeah, because listen, nobody's fucking. That's gone. You know, don't pretend.
Yeah, once you got kids, I mean, that's out the window. It's like it's what you all you wanted, and now all you want now is 8 hours sleep. And I'm finally going to get 6 hours and 45 minutes, which still isn't enough. And I got you going, what are you doing today? Dude, well, my first plan is to sleep for another hour and 15 minutes if you don't fucking mind.
You just reminded me of something. Imagine you see a guy, he's whacking off, and you look at the magazine. It's not a dirty picture. It's just a guy out cold. It's just a guy getting
No, I'm not jerking off to him. I'm jerking off to the idea of sleeping. It's not gay. I swear to God, I'm not gay.
Look at that mattress. Oh, shit. That's funny.
He's got 2 pillows? She didn't take one of them? Oh.
Look at those linens. Oh,
she didn't have to get one up because she had to put it between her knees because she has a bad back? Oh, guys, fuck.
Guys go, is that triple goose?
Here's what I don't understand about pillows. This is like an 80s observational bit. Even if there's no leak and none of the feathers and shit fall out of it, after a while, it's just a dead-ass pillow. What happens?
Yeah, they just get pounded down, dude. They just get beat up.
I mean...
Well, if you took a bird... Yeah. No, like the bird feathers, I think it just ends up getting matted down, dude. It's like, you know, I don't fucking know. People put them between their legs. They lay on them.
Why did you say in the beginning you didn't know? Instead of wasting my foot.
Well, no, but it is
you kept hovering around like you were going to be, you know, the bird feathers. I'm like, oh, wow, Paul loves sleeping. He's got some information here. All right, let me see. Why do pillows...
Oh, shit. Of course I'm missing a million. Oh.
Okay, here we go. You know, it's going to be like 50 paragraphs. They could have answered it in one sentence. Pillows are an added luxury. Well, you know what a pillow is, you fucking cunt. So why do pillows go flat? The most common reason why your pillow flattens is because your head is compressed to the loose material inside the pillow for a long period of time. This causes the material to lose its fluffiness, and it ultimately becomes flat. The flatness of the pillow could also be due to moisture. That didn't answer any. I don't understand it any more than I did before I read that.
My son or daughter could have come up with that fucking explanation.
Your head compressed to the loose material inside the pillow for a long period. This causes the material to lose its fluffiness. Well, Paul, we can fucking send a guy to the moon. I'm calling bullshit on this. I'm calling that
pillow guy or no?
Huh?
Are you a 1 or 2 pillow guy when you go down?
Dude, look at the size of my head. I gotta have 2, and they gotta be newer ones too. I think that it's designed obsolescence. Once again, rears its ugly head. No pun. It's designed to shit the bed after a year, and then after a while, it's like I love when the pillow gets to the point you put your head in it, and it just goes like this is all puffy, and you can't even see on either side of you.
Yeah, well, that's why hotel pillows are a lot, you know, because they have to keep getting new ones more and more frequently. But I can't do 2 pillows because my neck. You go 3 pillows?
3, 2 for my head and one for me to hug.
Oh, okay.
You just hug one, you know, and you love that pillow because it never gives you any shit. It doesn't wake you up in the morning.
You draw a face on it.
Yeah. Well said. Thanks for
I'm sorry.
Well said.
That was actually great acting. I actually thought that ball was alive when he was saying, I'm sorry. When he was going, I'm sorry, and the thing just floated.
Can you imagine how hard that shoot was? The guy to be 110 pounds in this every day. Am I in this scene today? Yes, Tom, you're in all the scenes today.
Yeah. I wonder how long that movie filmed for, man. Because
they filmed it and then they went back another year. So he lost a ton of weight, then he put on a ton of weight. And how he put on the weight was he would drink ice cream. He would just blend up ice cream and just drink ice cream all day.
Did he say how he lost the weight? Dude, he got real thin.
I wasn't interested in that. I didn't hear it. I just remember the other part with the milk. I don't remember.
Drank ice. Yeah, dude.
You got to be careful with that. There was cholesterol must have gone through the roof like mine after Thanksgiving.
Dude,
ice cream. Do blood work on you the Monday after Thanksgiving. Gee, your cholesterol's through the roof. Yeah, you think? I'm sorry. Man. I enjoyed my Thanksgiving.
I almost died. When the Giants beat the Patriots in 11.
He said Uncle Freddie died.
I drank 3/4 of a bottle of Dewar's. After the game, I called radio stations. I didn't realize sports talk. I was hammered. And Stacy heard me throwing up in the sink. I woke up fully clothed. Stacy heard me going, dude, I drank so much, I almost got alcohol poisoning. And I went for my physical. And he goes, your liver numbers are like, something's wrong. And then he's like, you got to do this again. And then, don't eat a lot or drink a lot. Like
you're
2 days
later. Fast before you have a fucking get your blood work done. You're not supposed to eat Thanksgiving 4 days in a row, and on the last day have it for breakfast and lunch. And then I had a double serving. The last bit of pumpkin pie, I had a double slice, a double wide, and I buried it in whipped cream. And then I walked in there. I would like my blood work taken, please. You have the cholesterol of a 600-pound man. Well, yeah. I like Thanksgiving. I'm sorry.
Well, I ate like a 600-pound man yesterday.
I know.
Oh my God.
400-pound life. Oh, Paul.
Yeah, well, you know what, man?
Private so expensive? And why is flying private so bad for the environment? Wouldn't it be great if everybody just had their own electric jet, a solar jet? How fucking amazing would that be?
There's some guy just took off in the first one.
Oh,
the first
God.
Electric jet.
I know. And you know the raw materials. Someone's like, actually, if it flew on coal, it'd be better. I don't know. That would be fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And it has any seats in it. It just has a giant bed in the back with a huge seat belt. And you just go like that.
Oh, my God.
And then it's like you're getting your appendix out. And they just put like a thing over. They just fucking knock you out.
Oh, my God, dude.
You get anesthetized and then you just fucking wake up. Hey, Paul, we're in Indianapolis. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, shit. That's it.
Oh, my.
Mr. Burr. We're in Des Moines.
Oh,
we have arrived in Ottawa.
Oh my God, dude, that sounds.
You've already been checked through whatever the fuck they call it.
Would you like a mimosa before you got off the plane? Yes, I would. Do you have
Listen, the fans decided they like you so much you don't have to do the show tonight. They just want to hang in the same cigar bar you're in. This is a new cigar bar. It just has beds.
Oh my God.
And you go in and you lay in the bed.
Recliner. Oh.
Gilbert Godfrey says that. He goes, before every show, I always just imagine, wouldn't it be great if the club just burned down and I didn't have to do the show?
And it has nothing to do with the fans and not being unappreciative. Just after a while, you just can't do the road anymore. And you know what happened to me, Paul? I worked 30 straight years, and I think this pandemic took the fucking mustard off my ability to travel.
If somebody wants to be fucking in a green room at 60, 65, God bless them. You know?
I'd want to be in there to talk to young comics and encourage them. That's what I would want to do. Oh, yeah, when I was your age, I set up in a punch. Bibbidi zip bam. Being that fucking cute old guy. And then I just fucking hobble out to him. I'd love to watch the show, but it's past my bedtime. And just fucking hobble out. My wife doesn't get how much I want to fucking retire. At 70, dude, I want to be fucking out.
If I'm blessed with the ability to be alive in my 60s, if you don't think you're going to see me sitting near some sort of body of water with a fisherman hat on, you're sadly mistaken.
This is perfect, Paul. You want to retire 10 years earlier than me? I'm 10 years older than you.
There you go.
You got to do it, Paul.
Listen, I'm not saying no more shows at 60, but I pick and choose. Hey, Bill, let's go to Monaco. Do a little set in the fucking casino there, and then we'll go on a yacht. That's how I want to fucking do it in my 60s.
Yeah, we'll go broke pretty fast. Doing the math on that one, Paul. That's a pretty steep gig. We'll fly fucking first class to Monaco. We'll do one show and then rent a yacht. We'll come home minus fucking $700,000 each.
How great is being near water? How great, Andrew, I know you love being near, even the visual. I know we've talked about it. I think it does something to your brain chemically. Like just seeing water, for me, it's like, I don't know if it's like deep rooted because of where my ancestors grew. I just see water and I'm like,
well, according to a lot of podcasts, Paul, that's where we came from. We came from the water. I'm not into scientists anymore, Paul. I'm done with them too. I think I'm going on the anti-vax side now. Now that people have double vaccine and they're fucking and the booster and they can still get it, you know, maybe these doctors were just getting lucky, Paul. You ever think that?
No, but I will tell you.
How long have they been curing people?
You know what I do think?
I might have COVID now.
My wife just got a scare. My wife went to a party, a holiday party. There was only
went to a garden party.
17.
This with my old friends, Ricky Nelson.
How do you know that?
Because they used to play the commercial all the time.
Okay. Is he related to Willie?
He's related to Nelson. That was the two blonde kids. They had a band.
Oh,
dude, he had like two like Hitler's dream kids. Just like the hair, the color of the sun, blue eyes.
I don't know. It's not
everything Adolf wishes he was.
I can't recall.
Ricky Nelson's sons were.
Ah.
They had Bobby Rock was the drummer. Still remember, I can't remember the song. For some reason, I'm thinking White Lion. Wait. I didn't get a chance to something.
Can't live without you. That's the one.
Wait a minute.
You had to go ballad. That
was the big one.
That's right.
Wait, no. But how does that go? That's not the one, the main one, is it?
The one Bill was singing was his father, their father, Ricky Nelson, who was in a show called The Nelsons way back in the day. And he had a song after his career was big about not being the cool one while hanging out with a bunch of cool guys. Correct, Bill?
Is that what that song's about? Went to a garden party to reminisce with my old friends. A great song.
Well, who did the I can't live if living is without you? I can't
give REO Speedwagon.
I can't, dude. I would go to a fucking Speedwagon concert, man, because that Cobra Kai show has all of their songs in it, and I'm like, yo, those guys were the shit, dude. I would go to that.
They were good in the beginning, and then somebody left. Whoever had the fucking testicles in that band left, and then it just became like, I don't know, just became that.
So check this out.
You know,
that's
like those, like when you go to the skating rink, it was time for the couples to start skating. Like they play like that shit.
So check
I was
this
listening
out.
to one of the first, I think the second album by Def Leppard.
I love
High and Dry album.
I love it.
Let It Go, Hit and Run. It's a fucking killer album.
I don't know that one. I know the one with Photograph.
That's a great album. That was the one that made them blow up. But then if you go back, and they kind of had a different lineup. They had a guitar player. I forget the guy's name. I want to say it was Phil something. But just killer fucking riffs and shit. It's just funny, like, you know, the lyrics and shit back then was just so simple. I love all of that music.
Phil Collin was
Collin. Well, Phil Collin was the guy that stuck around.
Oh, okay.
And I want to say played guitar shirtless 5 years after he should have stopped. It's like, we get it. You're a vegetarian, but, you know, you're pushing 60. Let's get a button down, huh? Would it kill you to put on a button down? No?
What the fuck? Did I lose my... Oh, Stacy got a COVID scare. She went to a party with like 17 people, and all of a sudden apparently, I probably shouldn't say this on this podcast, but someone there had it. And then Stacy had to get checked, and we have a bunch of shit this week that is kind of holiday important shit, family shit. And if Stacy got it, and that means we'd all have to be checked. And luckily Stacy tested negative, but yeah, it sucked, man. Like, just like, oh, well, there goes the last week before Christmas of just sitting in the house. That would have really sucked. So I'm being careful because
dude, I would love to just sit in the house the last week.
Yeah, I mean, Not with COVID, though. Not with COVID, though, because then you can't be near people, man.
Oh, that's even better.
As I said that, I was like,
just like a leper.
Yeah,
it's
leper.
Like a leper. Climb a tree and be alone.
Leper in a tree. So my New York Knicks went to shit. It's over. Ever since the thing with Kemba Walker, I don't know what happened. They benched Kemba Walker. They abolished him from the team. And the fucking
they did.
Dude, not only did they bench
you
him,
know what? There's a certain comedian that was giving me shit. Going, what happened to the Celtics? He was bragging about Kemba?
Kemba, yeah.
Kemba Walker.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I know the guy you're talking about.
Talent.
I thought you were talking about me.
No. James Talent Harris. He's going to get a phone call from me right after that.
Yeah, well.
Wait a second.
Not only did they bench him, Bill. Not only did they bench him, they took him out of the rotation and they're waiting for a trade. And since then, you guys know the Knicks were doing good. Since then, the younger players that looked up to Kemba completely freaked out seeing that happen and was like, what the fuck, dude? This is a guy that's been in the league and is good. And you're just basically fucking like banning him from playing. And we've shit the bed and we've hit a bad, skid here, slide, whatever you want to call it. And the Giants stink. And
but
my
you won
New
a
York
soccer championship.
But yeah, but I've only been a fan for 10 minutes, so I can't count it.
All right, like Laker fans counting championships from other.
I can't live.
There we go. That did the job. I just texted him. Remember when you were excited about Kemba?
Now I feel bad. I feel responsible for that.
Woo! But Tal's not a sports fan. He doesn't give a fuck. He goes, I root for all the New York teams.
You know what, Bill? I know
roulette. He's got a chip on every fucking number, and then he says he's a winner. I don't like that shit.
I know the mood Bill is in right now, and this is the mood. We
gotta get Talent on here, dude.
We do. He's the best.
That'd be a great fucking guest.
No, we gotta get Tom Brady and Eli on together.
All right, let's start in reality. We got to get Talent on here.
No, reality. We get Brady and dude, if me, you, Brady, and Eli were here, it would be those two talking to me and you like this. It would just be. I would just be like, I would just. So Eli, I always liked you.
Dude, you know what that reminds me of? You ever see Jim Norton when he interviewed Black Sabbath?
Oh no! Is it just a mess?
Oh my God!
It's like Tom. What's his name? Farley. Chris Farley doing the Chris Farley show.
But it was sped up Chris Farley.
Like he kept doing this with his nails. He was
just
awesome.
going like, did you guys practice a lot? Were you practice? Were you guys always going to practice? Like he would have a question and then he would say it, and he wouldn't like how he said it, and then he'd try to say it again and again. This is what I love about him. And he could actually listen to himself right after he did it and just sit there laughing about how ridiculous he sounded. I'd be like, dude, tragedy plus time. If I ever did that, I would have to wait 10 years and have won a fucking Peabody Award for interviewing before I could go back and listen to that shit.
The three most underrated comedians that I've ever seen in my life are Jim Norton, Tony Rock, and Bobby Kelly. But Bobby Kelly, like a lot of people. Jim Norton is one of, and dude, Tony Rock.
Tony Rock's a beast.
I remember opening for Tony Rock at Levity Live, where I actually did my special years ago. And I go, let me poke in, and I was featuring, his younger brother was hosting. I go, let me poke in and watch Tony for 5 minutes. And for 40 minutes, I was watching, like, I actually heard Eddie Murphy saw him. He's going to do the Virzi effect. I actually heard Eddie Murphy saw him and was like, dude, dude, Tony Rock does things that's like, he could stop his act, killer crowd work, back to his act. The charisma, the charm of that guy. What?
The charisma.
The charisma, the charm, just his funny facial expressions, the way he moves. That guy's a monster.
Let's go underrated here. Eddie Pepitone.
One of the funniest people ever.
Eddie Pepitone.
Oh, my God.
Right now, with this new shit that he has coming out, because people already knew he was funny, but a whole nother level of funny, Donnell Rawlings.
I heard that. Yeah. Yeah.
Jim Brewer. Underrated.
Dude.
Underrated, dude. And that stupid fucking clip or whatever, where they didn't mic the fucking crowd and all these fucking cunty fucking comedians are trashing another comedian. Like, what world are we living in? Dude, it fucking broke my heart seeing that shit.
I was
like, why are comedians trashing other comedians?
Comedians are, for the first time ever, broke the code. They broke that code, that mob code of like, hey, you're supposed to talk about that shit at the table with your friends.
You're the locker room. You don't like a comic, you call your friend up and, oh, this fucking guy stinks. How come he's getting more shit than me? Everybody does that in every business. You don't go public with it. You don't. And when somebody has a scandal, you don't go, hey, let's get on a podcast and talk about this and go around the table, man. It's fucking gross, and I'm with you, man. I don't know. The hardest I have ever laughed at a fucking bit, when I did that, what was it, the Antisocial Tour with Norton, Dave Attell, Jim Brewer, and me. Dude, Brewer had a bit of his dad shitting himself, and he never cursed. He never cursed, dude. I was standing on the fucking wall in Atlantic City at the Borgata. I was laughing so hard. By the end of it, I was sitting on the floor. I just went right down the wall. I was dying. I opened for him doing that. Back to him almost puking, kept going. Ugh. He kept making that, and that became the thing that he kept going back to. And then he would say something funny, and then go ugh, again, and then he'd say something either funny, and he kept tagging that. Yeah. And then you got these fucking hacks. I'm fucking trashing the guy. It's like, you've never been funny. This guy fucking ever. This guy sleeping is funnier than you. Yeah, dude. Oh, Paul, don't get me started over here. A comedian tweeting another comedian's name. Oh, I gotta stop doing blow. Dude, that blow almost made me go. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry. No. I'm trying to do it off, Mike. No. A comedian tweeting another comedian's name. You could tweet a general statement. You know, if you have a couple in you and you want to go, I don't understand what some of these people, you could do. Putting another comedian's name in your tweet is, and going as a comic. Yeah, with like that sarcastic undertone to it. It's really fucking gross, man. Just for you to look like, oh, they're going at, it's like, it's gross. It's fucking gross, man. Hey, it's a new world, Paul. It's a new world. I think it's called brave now. I'm standing up to power. Well, dude, I saw, like white women fucking call each other Karens now. They just totally hijack the word and don't even have the decency to even know what the fucking word means. I know a bit about this and how white people fucking just call themselves woke. I was actually watching this compilation of people freaking out, just losing their shit. So I'm like, I got to watch this to make sure. Over what? What are they losing their shit over? What are they losing their shit? Getting cut off in traffic, just angry. Fucking Lou, this woman in a rental car thing, and her fucking voice, dude, went like higher than a baby's. It was fucking ridiculous. So there was some guy, this white dude, yelling at a white woman, screaming, cursing her out, and a cop shows up. It was like on the street in New York. And he's like, she drove her baby carriage into the back of my leg, blah, blah, blah. And I told her to stop, and she kept doing it. He goes, that's white privilege. I'm just like, oh my God. Oh my God. It's like, if you're gonna, as a white person, use those expressions, you should at least have the decency to know what they mean. Because there's a lot of white people out there that think, oh, white privilege. Well, I wasn't born into privilege. I didn't have money. I wasn't born. That's not what it means. It's not what it means. Yeah. So I'm not, and go fucking look it up, you dumb cunts. You embarrassing cunts. I fucking hate everybody, Bill. Oh, Jesus. Did I just do that to you? I'm sorry. No, I just, everybody. Mood here. No, I just hate everybody is just so fucking self-righteous. Everybody is so self-important. They're not, Paul. Think about how many comedians don't fucking go on the internet and trash other comedians. No, I'm just talking about the world in general. Just think about how many people in the world don't go around trashing other people in the world, Paul. Trying to spin it positively here. Yeah, we just did a role reversal. Take me higher. Have they ever made a compilation of just all the awful ballads all these fucking bands made just so the chicks would like them in the 80s?
But they were hits. They were hits, though.
They were hits.
They were hits. I don't knock that. I've had people go,
cry.
That's fucking garbage, man. That's not music. I'm like, I got to be honest, man. I was singing that shit in my car loud.
Paulie loves a ballad.
I love a ballad.
There was some good ones. Home Sweet Home I liked. Every Rose Has Its Thorn was a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, Poison had a couple of them. Poison had a couple.
I'll Remember You. That was a good one.
I'll remember you. These fine words.
Skid Row had balls, man. I love that band.
What were we just talking about before this?
Hating everybody in the world.
No, we were going to say something about the Anything Better merch is out, so you can get the Anything Better merch. Wanted to thank everybody for listening, but there was something else that was going on that I totally fucking slipped.
You know what this is making me want to do? I'm trying to find the cheesiest song in my on my phone that I actually like listening to. Let me just see the first one I can find here. Man, I got a lot of good shit here, Paul.
I forgot what the fuck.
Doors, Dr. Dre, Drew of the Drew, Drive-By Truckers, Driving and Crying, Dwayne Allman, Duran. I might have one in there.
Oh, there you go.
Duran's this. I gotta listen to more. Ordinary World.
Remember that's one of my favorite songs. When you said cheesy songs, I was thinking to myself, that's one of my favorite songs.
Which one?
Garlic, Ordinary World.
These aren't cheap, dude.
Love it.
Dude, fucking Duran's this shit. You gonna tell me you listen to Rio and not get in a good mood? Her name is Rio and she's doing some fucking shit.
What was the shit?
Dancing in the Sand.
Oh, look at this. Elton John, Elvin Jones, Elvis Presley. That's a nice little run there. Eminem. Who's this guy? Ennio Morricone? Is that guy? Oh, this is like the fucking spaghetti western shit. Come on, I know I got some. Eric Sermon.
Nuts.
Underrated. Eric Sermon.
Eric Sermon.
Eric Carmen.
Fanny, underrated.
The Green Eyed Bandit. What the fuck was it?
Fu Manchu, underrated. Gary Wright, underrated. Everybody just knows Dreamweaver. He's got that album is fucking killer. George Michael. Oh, here's one. Kissing a Fool.
Well, I don't know that one.
Da da da, it's like a fucking jazz swung thing. It was in black and white. I was like, this is fucking quality music.
What about Billy Ocean, dude?
I love Billy Ocean.
I asked my friend once. I asked
Hanoi Rocks.
I said, why isn't Billy Ocean bigger? And he was like, because black people don't give a fuck about Billy Ocean.
Who said that?
Gerard.
That's fucking funny.
I go, why isn't Billy Ocean bigger? He goes, because black people don't give a fuck about Billy Ocean.
Yeah, but white people can make, there's more white people out here. That should be able to happen, right? We all show up and not notice that there aren't black people there, so we still think it's cool. I like him. I like the guy. Iron Maiden, Isaac Hayes, the Isley brother, Izzy Stradlin, Jay Dilla, J. Cole, the Jake Giles Band, J. Roddy Watson, and the Bus Boys. Oh, shit. Is that the fucking from 48 Hours? No. Remember the Bus Boys? We're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Janet Jackson, I miss you much. Oh, I miss you much. I got some shit on here.
What about Beach Boys?
Beach Boys, I got Pet Sounds.
Beach Boys was the shit, dude.
Joe Satriani surfing with the alien over there. Dude, underrated drummer, Jonathan Mulver on that. His fucking single bass drum kick. Guy's got a monster foot. You hear me, Andrew? Monster. All right, I gotta go. I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck we were just gonna plug, but I'll just plug whatever. All right, well, thank you guys so much for listening to the show. We have new merch out. You could get on the merchandise site. Where can they go, Andrew?
The link is in the comments and also in the link in Bill's bio on Instagram and Twitter.
The link, yes. And for all the listeners, a lot of the people were asking me, where is your first special? Because before your next special comes out early next year, we can't find it. And I lost my mind. And I got on phone calls and I yelled at people and I freaked the fuck out. And guess what? For the holidays, you can see my special. I'll say this, after the past 2 days, it's been getting a ton of hits and I've been getting a ton of nice feedback. Thank you. It's available streaming on Comedy Central right now for free until December 27th. Then it goes behind the paywall, but it is there available and it will be on Paramount Plus soon too. My next special coming out early 22. We'll let you know about that.
Oh, Paulie killed on that one.
The next one is, listen, I love my first special. I stand behind it. The next one, I can't wait for everybody.
Well, you established yourself in the first one that you should be in the league, and now you're going to be like somebody you need to watch.
Well, you heard it. You heard it there from a friend and a mentor. Actually, I just lost it. Guys, if you're in the greater Atlanta, Georgia, Punchline, I will be there January 7th through the 9th. So check that out. I got more dates coming. I'm going to Comedy Connection in Rhode Island. I'm going to Tampa. I'm going to Austin. I'm going to Connecticut. I got a bunch of dates. It'll all be on paulvirzi.com. Go to our YouTube channel. Virzi Effect is growing. Thank you. Got Kelsey Cook this week. Check out Bill's Monday morning podcast. Check, you guys get your tickets. I'm sure you already got your tickets to see Bill on Why You Going to Indianapolis, Bill.
Hey, I did the fake crying bit to my daughter today.
Did she freak out?
She goes, Dad, I don't want you to pick me up. I want Mom to pick me up. And I go, okay. She started cracking up.
Oh, she laughed?
Oh, she loves it. I go, no, it's fine. It's fine. So this afternoon, you want Mom and not me? And she goes, yeah. And I go,
dude, I did that to Sophia once, and she did not. I go, pooh, and she just was like she was like,
well, you got to let them know it's coming. Or you got to do it so ridiculous. You probably did it too well. I wasn't even doing it. I was kind of doing it like Ricky Ricardo. I was going, oh. She loved it. I love that kid.
All right, guys. This has been episode 46. Hope you enjoyed it. We will be back. Enjoy your holidays. We'll be back next week. And enjoy the football season, week 15. We will see you guys soon. Take care.